Hello, how are you guys doing today? This is Brayton, and today's video is going over acne solutions, kind of like a part two to my previous video on acne solutions, and kind of like oral solutions, I guess you could say. So like the diet part, supplements, stuff like that. But this part two is just gonna kind of be an update video, or just kind of things that I want to correct myself on, or I want to change on my kind of like my stance here, and some things I may just disagree with now when it comes to like oral acne solutions and just acne solutions in general, and just having better complexity of the skin and etc. So I just wanted to correct some things here and just kind of go over my regimen of my skincare regimen and what I've changed and all that. So I'll just hop right on in here. So in my previous video on oral acne solutions, I definitely put out like how antioxidants are like the #1 priority when it comes to fixing acne. What you eat reflects your skin. Of course, your inside will reflect your outside. That was kind of like my thesis and my idea. And of course, I still like somewhat stand behind that, but I feel like there are a lot more important things to look over here. And it's not all just diet here. It is important to have a proper skincare routine, because in that previous video or my previous stance, I always just thought that skincare products were overrated and it was just not that big of a deal. I believe I'm wrong on that when it comes to, when it comes to acne solutions. Your skincare is important when it comes to what you put on your skin. And it's not all about diet here. So obviously that was my previous idea. Obviously what you eat does affect you, but it can be harmful if someone recommends, hey, you should cut this out of your diet, or like a certain food group, or you should add something like this into your diet. You never know someone's predispositions when it comes to maybe something like allergies, for example. There are a lot of things that come into play here, and a lot of eating disorders can come from, someone's cutting out, like they can't eat dairy, for example. So you're staying away from everything that has like a little bit of dairy in it, and it can cause a lot of, harmful things that can come. Sometimes it could just be something lacking in your diet that can cause the acne. The lack of, certain minerals and vitamins and antioxidants, for example, here. So it can be hard to pinpoint what exact product what exact product, food product, or just thing in general that causes the acne. Everyone's different, especially when it comes to genetics. Genetics are like the #1, factor here, and just environmental factors too. So it is hard to pinpoint. And even with studies where people say, oh, something like linked with like high GI and dairy, and then, for example, it's like, oh, there are studies to prove that it causes acne in these individuals. Now, even in some studies as well, and just the literature in general, it is hard to figure out exactly what is the causation of acne. And even with like controlled trials with certain like individuals, you can't just like stick someone in a cage for like 3 to 6 months and just feed them one type of food and be like, and then figure out, oh, it causes acne down the line. You can't really do that. These people have to live their lives. So even like some correlations in some of these studies and some of the hypothesis and just thesis at the end, obviously they may put things together like, oh, there's a higher chance that maybe someone who consumes a lot of dairy or, rice, for example, or chocolate may have a higher chance of developing acne. Now, that may be the cause, but sometimes a lot of these studies as well, it's lack in diversity. So when it comes to different types of people, sometimes a lot of these studies have just a lot of young males, college students, for example, easy to get into a trial for quick money, or and there's a lot of things with women as well. They have menstrual cycles where acne goes in and out when it comes to like how aggressive it becomes during their menstrual cycle and the hormone fluctuations. It's hard to exactly figure out what causes acne at the end of the day here. There may be more links of, maybe something like if you eat a ton of dairy food or fast food and oily food, that, yeah, it may cause, acne, but you shouldn't completely just, oh, I gotta cut out all these types of fatty foods or this type of food in general, high glycemic food. I gotta cut out dairy completely and I'll get rid of my acne. No, it's because sometimes you are just lacking something maybe in your diet. Like, you're lacking your antioxidants or lacking vitamins or minerals. That's why it's important to get blood work as well to see, exactly what you're missing out. What I'd like to fix from my first kind of like thesis is that a proper skincare routine is very important when it comes to helping to fix your acne, and it depends on the medication that maybe your dermatologist has prescribed you as well. But there are many, different factors when it comes to acne here. I like to show this graph of kind of different things, how acne can be linked. For example, with high mTOR stimulation, androgens, for example, I like to say an anecdote that I have is that when I started dutasteride, a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor that wiped out complete DHT of my body, or dihydrotestosterone. It is a potent androgen, and androgens may, be a leading cause too. But like I said, there are so many different factors that fall into play here, and a skincare routine is going to help tremendously when it comes to your skin. I think my previous video can be a little dangerous to some individuals, and they want to cut out certain foods, or they're extreme, like supplementing with like extreme amount of like supplements. I would like to retract that statement. And I think there are a skincare routine, a proper skincare routine, something that fits you, when you either recommended by your dermatologist or the own research you've looked into yourself. You should add that and just try it out. For example, I've wanted to kind of share what I've kind of changed in my skincare routine. For I had a terrible skincare routine before. I was using like sulfur soap and just like cold water, not like exfoliating properly, and keeping my skin so dry. And I always thought that was a good thing, but obviously it's not good. And some things maybe I've been looking into and I'm going to try out, or I've switched recently. I switched from my sulfur soap to salicylic acid on my face to help, because I do get some oily skin, especially like I'm pretty, like my skin will get oily if I, depends on like exactly what I eat for the week. But so salicylic acid I've noticed helps a lot with me just personally. Is it a big change from sulfur soap? Sulfur soap dried my skin out a lot more, but I use a bar soap, which bar soap isn't always the best, I've learned, when it comes to, your skin in general, and comparatively to, like a pump, for example, where, pump soap out into your hand. I did a moisturizer. I think it is, so far, I've really liked it, and it's helped my skin just look, more moisturized and better, because before I didn't use a moisturizer. So, and I use like vitamin C cream, which I think vitamin C has some great properties when it comes to, its potency of being a potent antioxidant on the skin. And I've kind of changed my idea of how, because before I didn't really believe vitamin C was good for the skin. I just thought like, maybe a supplement oral form may be better. But, I think actually vitamin C cream, especially a high quality one that doesn't degenerate over time. Before I just thought like, the supplement form is the most important, but there's a lot of processes for vitamin C to get to your skin, and your kidneys may filtrate out a lot of vitamin C in general, or ascorbic acid, and just, send it through your bladder. So, I think like having a vitamin C cream or serum is also important. There's a lot of benefits that can come from vitamin C. So I've added vitamin C as well when it comes to a skincare routine. Now I am just trying a cheaper vitamin C at the moment here. I may want to change it over time, just because like a lot of vitamin C's, it's hard to find a proper one that is actually very potent and keeps its potency over time. I don't use vitamin C every day now, but I use it like every other day or a couple times a week. But I do moisturize my face like now every single day. Have I noticed a big change? Definitely, I don't feel like my skin warping, where it's so dry. When I use the sulfur soap, it would like feel like it's warping, and that's like not a good sign. I believe it's like a sign of like proteins or warping in your skin. Typically not good. So I've added a moisturizer, and it's definitely helped out a lot with that. And I think my skin has just been looking better in general, especially like with downlighting in the gym. I've definitely noticed it looks a lot more like glossy and just healthy looking. Maybe even more youthful, but I don't even know about that. But yeah, that's just my anecdote. I'm getting into like more looking into proper skincare routines and adding to my skincare, especially when it comes to like my shoulders, because I do get acne breakouts onto my shoulders, and I want to I do have a lot of freckles and sunburn damage from when I was little, and helping with acne as well, because I do just get a lot of acne breakouts. For your upper back and your shoulders do have like more sebaceous glands in general, similar to your face compared to the rest of your body. So I've been using salicylic acid on my like shoulders as well, and it's helping with acne a little bit. And of course, I like to make my theory of like how dutasteride may actually affect acne, or get rid of acne. That is also a theory a lot of people may believe in. Now, obviously, there's not the most evidence on that, but I've noticed some change, but who knows exactly what it's been in my exactly what's causing my acne to clear up. Using so many different things. So you can't just put one needle and be like, it's the dutasteride. So, but yeah, some other things I would like to add to my skincare routine, or at least try. Niacinamide, I would like to maybe look into that a little bit more. I think that'd be pretty interesting, as well as some forms. I used to use retinol. Over time, I just kind of slowly trailed off, and then I tried tretinoin for a bit. But now ever since the purge of yeah, the tretinoin, I'm gonna wait till I'm older to start tretinoin, or yeah. So like, I don't think I really need it now. I think I should wait. I still am pretty young, so you know, I think I should just wait. Plus, it can be a bit pricey. So, yep. And then after that, maybe some other things would be like glycerin, maybe to try as well. Some glycolic acid or hyaluronic acid. That I know hyaluronic acid can be taken in supplement form as well, but maybe topically I might want to apply as well, just to try it out. These are just some things I wanted to try, and you know, just to give it a shot. So obviously those are just a couple things I maybe want to look into in the future. And yeah, so obviously I don't know too much about them at the moment. If you guys have any recommendations or any just like input you want to put in, feel free to leave in the comments down below, or if I got anything wrong about, you know, some of these products, or kind of my theory you want to add into, feel free to comment down below. All comments are useful and helpful, so it's much appreciated. But yeah, I think that is just gonna wrap up my skincare routine there, and I think that is just gonna wrap up my like new kind of thesis on skincare, and how, you know, I kind of retract my, you know, my first kind of theory on like acne and treating acne properly, of just being oral solutions. I think, you know, having a proper skincare routine at the end of the day, as long with, you know, having proper, you know, micronutrients, and just keeping a properly healthy diet with tons of different, you know, healthy nutrients. Maybe add some supplements in your diet as well, if you think, you know, have a higher antioxidant intake. Up it up, eating more foods that, you know, your body tolerates well, or stay away from foods that, you know, have you allergies from, or, you know, that you react to differently. You know, it just depends. You shouldn't, you know, use your own anecdotes to, you know, to switch up your diet. You know, talk to your dermatologist, or, you know, just, you know, try things out. Just slowly titrate things out. Don't completely cut off something completely. Just slowly kind of titrate. And that may help a little bit when it comes to acne and just all around skin appearance, and just like making your skin look healthy. So don't do the extremes, yeah, at the end of the day here. But obviously, that's just my opinion. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to comment down below and like the video. And yeah, so I think that is going to cover everything today. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Bye.